Alrighty, stream is live. Let's go. This is actually a really good innate. What the fuck? I'm ready to learn the bash. They did the monster mash. Oh, hello. Bash! There you go. I'm gonna get this and this. TP here. Control F. What did I say? Control F? That's not what I meant. I meant to say fucking, I don't know. I don't know what I meant to say. Are they blocking? They are a little bit. Let me block it too. I have bashes on range, so I should click them as much as I possibly can. They just denied me. I'm full. I hate how I can't use fucking shit. I can't really do much. Yes, phase shift hex. That's like nothing. Why is this? I guess this ability's always been this way. How does it cost no mana now, though? It used to cost mana. It's like manaless now, totally. Totally manaless. Oh my god! He needs to get a fruit. No, I'm getting too greedy with the. Man, the Tiddling's such a slow attacker. I mean, I don't know why I picked her. I guess I wanted the Scurry talent, right? Yeah, that made a lot of sense. Tiddling with Scurry facet is really good. Bruh! Double ranged! It's fucking me up. I need to get Scurry, by the way. Okay, get Scurry. Go. Click him. Okay, just bring this. Nope, can't bring it to 10. There you go, lose vision. Why does it walk? Wait, you can loop this. We can loop this infinitely, can't you? Walk them. No. No. Why was this? This pool's garbage, bro. Let it go to tower. Let it go to tower, man. Bruh, just let it go to tower. Because now you can't. I don't know. That was just a bad. That wasn't a good pool, but he doesn't know better. What the fuck is my first item, by the way? Probably Maelstrom, right? I gotta get Maelstrom still. And I gotta get boots so they don't run me down. Come on, fucking die, bitch. That's so much damage. What do I max here? Probably Blood Rage. I mean, the cooldown goes down and the cost stays the same, so I think that's it. That's what I need to farm. Gonna need like a Mask of Madness though. They just chunked me for way too much of my HP. I gotta just... Man, they hate aggroing on the catapults. Catapults are... I don't know why catapults are such low priority on everything. Oh, what the fuck? Kill this shit fast, bro. Ah, I fucking missed it. Whatever, I got the Madstone thing still. Oh, I gotta run. They're gonna kill me. I knew that was out of position. Why hasn't Puck gotten any kills in the top lane yet? I feel like he should have gotten some already by now. Pull this shit under the tower, man. Pull this shit under the tower. I'm just dead. Bruh. I need to fucking like a fluff. I need a fluffy hat or something, dude. What is this build into? Falcon Blade? I'll fucking get it. I need to get it. He's gonna keep killing me. I guess I'll finish the power treads now. I don't want him to keep killing me. But I mean, we'll see. Bruh. Is he pulling? They are. Missed the tower. Or right here, wherever. Trying to be in XP range. Okay, they missed. Bro! Get over here! Bruh. Bruh. Man, can you stay? I'm not gonna talk because I fucking hate Dota 2. I hate Dota 2. Why am I solo queuing? I don't know. I just got the urge to solo queue one game. Because, like, I can't tell him anything. I don't want to tell him anything. If I tell him anything, he's gonna just flip out. Fucking retard. I don't know. The desk is... I gotta clean this shit. And my mouse click is not working. I guess I'm gonna TP. Can I mid? Okay, I got sharpshooter. Oh shit, how's that so fast? Bro, you gotta haste. Bottled. Go kill someone. You've got a bottled haste. Go kill someone, bro. Why is he pre-muted, by the way? He should probably stay pre-muted if he's pre-muted. You just missed that CS. Dude, get out of here! Can you go do shit now? You had a bottled haste. Go do something, bro. What the fuck? I'm just gonna just take it, whatever. He has orb. They can't really stop the orb from doing that. No! Get this. Fucking push the shit in. What do you got? Open wounds, orb, and then I don't know what that ability is. Freezing field. That's kind of dangerous if he gets on top of me. But he doesn't have any stuns, so it's whatever. Just get damage and get damage. I'm gonna just start hitting creeps fast. Continue to max the Q. Hey, shut the fuck up. Who's this? Axe? Shut up. Shut the what is he even pinging me for? I'm not the mid. He's probably like, oh, mid, do something. It's Razors who's the mid, dude. I have nothing to... I need items. Like, this is how I drafted. I need items. No, my attack range is not high enough. Like, shut the fuck up. I hate Dota 2 players. I hate this community. It's so garbage. But the game is amazing. The game is pretty amazing. Come on, stack. There we go. He's mid now. Because he's a little rager. You go ahead and take the mid, dude. I'll go ahead and go top. Whatever lane has the free farm, I'm open to, bro. I don't give a shit. Whatever lane has the free farm, I'll go to. I don't give a shit. What's this bash chance or stun duration? Chance to bash is the same. I'll just keep that where it is. Let's clear this fast now, though. Alright, get a fruit. Why not? I need to press scurry a little bit more because it doesn't cost anything really other than a cooldown. That's been farmed. Everyone's on mid. I don't know what the fuck everyone's doing on mid. Let's not buy this. I probably need that extra gold to finish up here my item. Damage is good right now though. Look at that. Ouch. Just gonna A-click. A-click so I don't accidentally do shit. Animation cancel on Hoodwink. Her attack animation is actually pretty nice. What's not so nice, I need to get this rune. It's probably gonna let me finish my item. What's not so nice is that the base attack time is obviously really low, but the attack animation is really nice. Yeah, there's a rune here. I'm gonna stack this. It's probably looking like a 55. Yeah, that looks like a 55 to me. There we go. That's for Marino time. It's bugged. It says I'm silenced, but I shouldn't be silenced. Obviously, I'm not silenced. Shouldn't be silenced. It says I am. that all of them? Yeah, okay. I'm farming real good right now. Ah, fuck. Got him. Got him. Morbin mask. Morbin. Okay. Okay, they don't have Thunder God's Wrath. I shouldn't be scared. Need to get Morbin Mask now. Probably get the Mom too. Mom's a good item. Scurry ability charges. Yes, please. I forgot to stack. Whatever. Forgot to stack. There it is. Arcane Rune. You go take it. I need to kite these perfectly like League of Legends. You guys know in League of Legends when you farm as ranged in jungle, if you know how to kite perfectly, it's just like you never take damage. If you kite perfectly as a ranged hero in League of Legends. So how far do these things fucking chase? I gotta start pushing in a lane. I gotta push in a lane. I'm not being very useful to my team. Push this in fast, they're all showing. Shouldn't get interrupted here. There we go. Trying to get my tier whatever neutrals. Oh, I didn't press Q. There's Mom, and I'm gonna get a neutral, and probably it's gonna give me my lifesteal, hopefully. Summon your thing, ready. There you go. Okay, finally got Mom, which is amazing. 2 bat. How does this hero have 2 base attack time? I'm feeling good with this. How is this 2 base attack time? Excuse me. There we go. Lifesteal. How's this 2 base attack time, I wonder? Probably need this to not die. So I'm gonna go this. Okay, I'm just gonna level the bash. The sharpshooter, I didn't really. It's not really like my concern of mine. All right. Right. This is getting farmed up by everyone. I'm gonna start going here now. Taking this farm here. What am I doing now? Probably just need to buy a BKB, honestly. I think a BKB would be the best thing to get here. More attack speed would be better too, though. Like, I bash, so if I just I could buy myself more utility, more stuns by just buying attack speed. So I might just finish into MJ. Oh, hello. No! The guy has a dig and he has vision here. Vision here. I need to stop being like a fool. I need to stop playing like a fool. People are getting better at the rinks I'm playing in. I mean, the laning, they didn't play the lane particularly. No, they played it pretty strongly. Like they went for kills when they saw it. The Shadow Shaman's a good player, and they will hunt for you when you go to farm. They're not gonna. You have to ward where you're farming. Like they will walk at you, and it's fucking nighttime. Why am I not warding at nighttime? I need to stick to ancients. Like if I'm really about the farm game, I need to stick to ancients. If my fucking teammates, if Puck wants to stay top and contest ancients with me, fuck them. I'm staying where it's safe. I will steal every last hit if they try to do that shit. This is my farming space, not theirs. So that's how it just needs to be. I'm gonna farm like that. I'm gonna ward like this, and then I'm just gonna hit my creep camps here in my safe little triangle area. So not letting anyone fuck with me like that. Yeah, the farming speed can definitely be a bit better. Like, I'm not killing ancients that fast. So MJ is the call here. Like, I'm not going to defend mid, as weird as that sounds, because... Okay, because it's not when within my... And wisdom is spawning 2. That not stack? How did both not stack? What the fuck? I don't know. I got some talents to get, so yeah. Oof, he's actually hurting me. Bruh. I guess my entire team is dead. I just died. Okay. I need to get some sentries, probably 2. We're at this area. They're gonna just take towers. You just play for high ground. We got a really safe high ground, I feel like. So that's. I got a really safe high ground. He might have just found me here. He didn't even necessarily have to go too far. He might have just found me farming randomly. He didn't even. That Shadow Shaman didn't even have to ward for it. I'm gonna ward this now. Buy more sentries. Should probably help my team. No, I can't really do anything. Yep, they have vision there. Just gotta ward more. Warding's not even that hard, just ward. Okay, I forgot my courier. I should have shift queued him to give me my items back. Okay. Okay, bring me that. Check the rune, get some gold. I don't care about leveling this ult, I think. Just want to get items faster, I believe. I don't really need this. I'm just hanging on to the fluffy hat. Nice little fluffy hat. Okay, maybe I can get an ultimate here. Need team. Okay, bro. No. I just fucked up my own ancients for that. That was stupid. Put all this shit in the right place. There we go. I should probably finish treads, but I kind of wanted to go into bots. I think I want to go into bots. We can just sit on brown boots. We don't need to rush anything. I have wards here. What the fuck? There we go. Oh. Not enough catch. Need a blink dagger, bro. Oh, he's soloing Roche. Wow. What a player. Oh no, he just stole it. Just played me on. I just stole it. Roshan roars when you do it now. They knew. I just need I just need them to not get on top of me, and then I own in fights. So I'm gonna get BKB. Like it's just you definitely need BKB. There's no really going around that. Continue to get. I want damage actually. I just want damage. I want damage. Yep, I'd love to, but we need spawns. Who's our frontliner? You seem like a frontliner. There we go. Oh, I'm down. No, it's instant kill, and they have vision here. Yeah, they had vision there. He dusts. Just need more vision, guys. They suck. This will probably help my digging problem, because all he does is like Waning Rift, Frostbite, Ice Blast, Dagon, like that goes away with BKB. That gets handled. My draft is so perfect here. I'm gonna be so pissed if I end up losing this game, because I just really shouldn't. They have vision here. Fucking hell, that's insane actually. She has freezing field with the axe now. I mean, how is she moving? Oh, okay. It does list it. I was like, maybe I was looking at my own. Oh man, how are you? I guess I'm the only good player on my team. Why is? I don't know what's going on, man. I feel like the Razor should be strong. Where did he get fucking Witchblade? He's not an int hero. I don't know what the... There's reasons to go Witchblade when you're not an int hero, but I'm not... What's the angle with him getting it? If you need a slow, get Scotty. I guess he wants a cheap slow. I don't know. I don't know. Witchblade doesn't make sense, even if you have Plug Drinkwell Ags. You need to get like... I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. How are we losing this fucking game? We need to play for high ground now. At this point. He's very easy to kill when you can catch him. I have BKB now. I'm ready to go. There's an infest in him. There we go. Yeah, like Razor should be strong. We're getting return kills here. It's a little bit crazy. It's back and forth. I got BKB now. Okay. I have BKB now. I would still like to be able to hit whoever has Blade Mail, which is PB, because sometimes I can only hit him in fights. Is he a problem? He can be. He has Radiance. He has auras. I need to just be able to hit whoever. Like, that's how I'm supposed to gear up to work. I need to be able to hit whoever. I need the wards. Yeah, vision here. I'm walking over wards. But only PB is up. Push out the lanes. Okay. Take this. It's gonna get better with items. I'm just gonna get stronger with items. I think I want to get Decoy. What do I get to? Blood Rage with the Ags. I want Decoy and I want the Ags. It'll be like buying Shadow Blade and the, you know, it'll be like buying both of them. I'm gonna take it, and it'll also disable life stealer passives. I think I'm gonna get Ags now. Let me get strength, and let me get the save for buyback, honestly. Okay. There's a little situation down here where they're all alone. Oh, hello. Holy shit. Why is he not with this? Did we just get 2v4'd? Bruh. Did y'all get 2v4'd? I need to stop saying bruh. That's gonna be something I need to work on. BKB. Can't really do anything at the top. I mean, I don't want to hit him. Okay, let's try to go on this guy maybe. I'm gonna sell my wand probably, because I need to get this axe fast. And it's gonna take up a slot anyway, and I need detection always on me. Probably not gonna waste a sentry, although they may have put one inside the base. I know Shadow Shaman did, but I don't know. Can I get this rune, wisdom room at least? Yes. Okay, there's a whole situation going on. Can't really do much, man. I got a BKB here. Bro, they just keep chain feeding. I had such a good build. I had such a good build this game. Come on. I love this build, but like my team fucking sucks, man. Oh man. Man, shut the fuck up. You're pre-muted for a reason, man. Why are you guys walking in one by one? Yes, this build. I guess this build is strong. I don't know. I mean, like, I need to do this shit more. I would love to do this shit more. Like, I'm a 1v5 menace, but like, if I can just play like the Shadow Shaman every game, even better if I get like some stealth. I mean, he just played the map right. He didn't need stealth. But if I can get like a fucking stealth spell, that'd be good. You guys have buys? I'm gonna just report all them all. Like, fuck these guys. Toxic tippers. Okay, I got them. Need to heal. Okay, we gotten some return kills, but they have megas. So, game over. Game probably over. I bought back there too. Like, how are we losing with this when me and Razor are like this? Like, I can't, it's really hard to fathom. I mean, I know they're good players, but man. I definitely need decoy. Does he have detection? He does. He has dust. But it'll still give me movement speed. I don't know. We have such busted builds, me and Razor. How are we losing this? Like, what's the KDA? Feeder, feeder. Feeder, feeder, pumpkin eater. Me and the Razor are the only one that's not a feeder, feeder, pumpkin eater. They got wards here, right? We're gonna be stuck all day in base defending now. We're losing this shit because the team, I don't know. Team sucks. Team sucks, man. So many throws. We're just throwing a lot. It's pissing me off. He already maxed out on attack speed. I mean, when he does, he is when he overpowers. But otherwise, yeah, we're just stuck. This game's over. We're sitting ducks. Megas fucking sucks. They're gonna go feed right now. I can feel it. Like they're looking for this pick. Oh, he's actually alone. What the fuck? can't really not defend base here and chase because we're getting pushed on all sides, and that needs to be taken care of. We're dead. There we go. Sharpshooter max damage, sure. Going down the fort here, and they're chasing. Why are we chasing? We need to defend base, bruh. I guess charge even without bashes is good. It's a good ability. You just get on top of people. Okay, that's GG Commando. It's insane that we lost this game with such good abilities. Actually insane. Just fucking feeders, pumpkin eaters, dude. Everyone. And it's like it's a bloodbath. Everyone fights and dies, and we just need to just sit back. Stop looking for kills. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't even matter what sort of position you are in, unless you. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you get outscaled late game. The enemy, unless you know the enemy's. If the enemy's willing to walk at you, let them walk at you. I don't know. Yeah, Razor was fine. Everyone's fucking annoying, toxic tippers. I did too. Because me and Razor build so crazy. So many feeder, pumpkin eaters, and griefers, toxic griefers. Me and Razor's build, it felt crazy, but I just don't know. I don't know. Axe buys, counter picking me, end up giving me carry build. What is he talking about? Axe buys, counter, I don't know. What? There wasn't a better range hero in the draft, was there? I don't think so. What was it? AA and something else? I don't know, man. This goes to show that even, like, I had everything this game. I had a farming plan. I had a kill plan. I guess that's just Dota 2. You still lose games sometimes. Like, this build's insane, I feel like. It feels good. So is Razor. But they're just toxic feeder, pumpkin eaters, tippers, annoying ass bitches. I don't know. That's it. That's really all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And, I mean, what else is there to say? What else is there to say? I mean, they had a really strong, they had some strong, they had some strong players. Like, they had strong, good players. And then that's just the opposite for us, I feel like. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone even, like, drafted bad this game at all. Everyone drafted pretty well. Everyone had, like, good drafts, ultimately. What is this Echo Saber for? Is it just for, like, uproar hitting very fast when he gets on top of you? A Charge of Darkness, is that how it works? Yeah, I guess you just want to get like 2 quick hits in. They had double radiance, by the way. I noticed that and I was like, what the? How are we losing, man? Double radiance. And it's double radiance on the guys who can play together most of the time. Like, he can infest Charge of Darkness. Why does he need to? I guess they had a miscommunication, whatever. Or didn't communicate at all, whatever. Yeah, Shadow Shaman's a really strong player. There were some really bad deaths, I feel like. I feel like the lobbies are just getting high skill, and I need to keep up. I guess I did make mistakes. Like I made mistakes, and I'm starting to get punished. I'm starting to feel the punishment when the players are getting good. I'm pretty sure if I played perfectly, I still don't think it's still hard to win. I think even if I play perfectly, but um yeah, I love Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman's build and style. I never would have figured this out myself. Like go E-Blade Dig and Blink. How is he getting farm this game? I guess oh yeah, Bloodright's a good farming spell, isn't it? Is it not? Yeah, Bloodright's a good farming spell. Frostbite's a good farming spell too. 6-second cooldown. He's 4x damage to non-ancient creeps. Yeah, so he had farmed that game. He had a really it's actually a really good spellcaster build. I'm gonna use the restroom. You know, I'm gonna stop doing the blame game. I mean, there's been times where I'm fully justified in doing a blame game, and partially that is true this game for sure. That is partially true this game for sure. But generally speaking, they're not like noob players. This was a high skill lobby all around. Everyone had like pretty decent shit. Um, like their all their drafts made sense. Like it was all decent. Um, I had some bad deaths. And lane I hoodwink is squishy, I guess. Hoodwink is certainly squishy and can get caught out in lane. I just had some really bad, just poo poo, like why am I dying in lane sort of deaths. I had some bad deaths in lane for sure. 2 strength gain per level. What's the starting HP? 4. Oh my god, that's a really low 500. Need to be way more careful in lane. This is a support hero model, nearly. Pretty much. That's starting HP. I think I drafted perfectly. I don't think there was anything bad about my draft. What did I do? Greater Bash, Blood Rage, and I was like, okay, I could hold off on the ranged hero because I have many ranged hero outs, I felt, and no one was going to take them. So I ended up getting the ranged hero I wanted. And then after that, no one took Scary, so I took that. And the ultimate didn't end up mattering, but I took Sharpshooter because I had talents for it. And yeah, I mean, I didn't have really good ult options. The last ability doesn't really matter. I might as well not have an ult this game with how good my basic abilities are and my hero model is. I had such a crazy build this game. Like, yeah. Really crazy build. Like, this gives me movement speed, and then, yeah. Maybe I get more movement speed this... I don't know how much more damage that is, though. Movement speed as damage. You shouldn't rely on Greater Bash to deal damage. It's not... Unless you're going, like, zooming speeds. It's mostly just there... You know, the movement speed scaling is just there for when you're Charge of Darknessing, and you're getting a shit ton of movement speed from Charge of Darkness. It gives you... Yeah, it gives you a shit ton. Yeah, it breaks the movement speed cap, so... and locks it, whatever, and then you get a nuke. You get a little bit of a nuke when you Greater Bash with them, with this spell. Otherwise, you shouldn't really rely on its damage scaling. It's a stun. That's what you're getting. You're not exactly getting a Slardar bash. Slardar is really strong with the range hero. You're getting damage on top of that too. It's not exactly a bash to the deep, but it is bashes. Yeah, this is such a crazy spell. It's adds so much more. It gives damage and stun at the same time. Ignore the bash. It gives good damage, and yeah. Crazy on ranged heroes. Slardar is entirely balanced around being a ranged hero, melee, so when you put it on a range, it's crazy. Was it correct to go Greater Bash first, though? I mean, it ended up working out in the end, but it might have been better to go Blood Rage first. I think Blood Rage is a really good first draft. Like you get it and you buy a Maelstrom and you farm with it, and you go later into the game and you kill with it, and it has its ags, so you can scale the damage. If just only having attack speed's lackluster, you will get guaranteed damage with that spell, right? If you buy the ags, ag scepter. I mean, Bloodseeker is a melee hero and he bases his entire thing off of it, so Blood Rage is that good of a spell, I think. It's not just attack speed. You can't think of it as just attack speed. That's not it. It's a big part of it, obviously, but it's more than that. It's spell amp. It's really high uptime. It gives a facet too. Like if you don't like the spell amp, you can get base damage increase, which can be really good. You can give you a silence. So you can put it on a support. It'll give you a silence for like 8 seconds. That's very high. It is dispellable, but I mean that's whatever. Wait, so how does this work? Do you need the innate in order to get the healing? Yeah, you need Sanguivore, I think, if you want the healing from the Ag Scepter. Excuse me. I didn't get any commends that game, man. Really? Oh, they definitely reported me. My behavior score just tanked. Playing the solo queue game. Fuck that. Well, shouldn't go down too much. I'm a good boy. You know, like it'll go down by like 100 points or 200. It's whatever. I'm still hovering around 10k. So what are some things to take away from this game? The players are getting good. I need to start I'm not thinking enough. I just need to think more. Like I need to look, and I should learn after the first time. Like I died. The moment I died, I like, oh shit, they have an insane kill combo. Frostbite, Bloodright, Puck, Waning Shift, what is it called? Waning Rift, not Shift. That's an insane kill combo on the Shadow Shaman, actually. You need to get out of lane. He boots me out of lane the moment it hits, like, level 3. He boots me out of lane at level 3, I think. And what was his laning partner? It was the Spirit Breaker. And he had a Hex, too. It's a kill combo for days. It's really strong, and, I don't know. Why did I stick around in lane? I guess it's because I was expecting more that my AA will support me. But I mean, once they press the spells, they happen. Him shackling people is not gonna really matter, or pressing any of these spells is not gonna really matter. Like if it'll be a trade at best. Because that's how hard this kill combo is. It'll be a trade at best. Man, so. It's really an in-game difference. Like the draft is fine. There's no draft analysis needed for this probably, but I'll watch it maybe. But I don't think that's necessary. The thing is, I still need lane farm until I get the Maelstrom. I don't want to just hit fucking jungle creeps. I ended up doing that for some time, and I was like, fuck it, give me the mid razor. I should have done that earlier, I guess. But then, like, I'm tanking my behavior score. This is so retarded. Like, if I go to another lane, they're gonna, like, ping, 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 ping. That's what Axe was doing. I don't know. He was getting caught up in some death that I have no ability to participate in. It's retarded. Ping, ping, ping. Go to another lane. Try to get some lane farm and not be suffering. And because I literally just need to get my Maelstrom. That's it. The Razor was fucking level 7. I was 5. Go fucking roam, dude. Go roam. You have Dream Coil. Go get a kill. Go roam and get a kill. You have fucking Overpower. Fucking. I don't know. You're like, this is strong. Like, go kill people. You took the mid for a reason. And I let him do it because, like, fine, dude. You seem to know what you're doing. I'll take safe lane. At this point, I'm really considering just drafting in a way where I'm always being able to farm jungle. Like securing the jungle farm. Like, what abilities do that this game? Bloodright, I think, actually does that. Bloodright is that good of a spell for nuking a camp. It won't help you clear ancients super well, but you just nuke a regular camp and it dies because it's pure. It's a lot of damage with this Bloodright. And then he was smart. He ended up going like Dagon. What was his item build? First item Dagon, I think. Just so he could press it on creeps when needed too. Yeah. Let's see, Bracer, Arcane Boots, Dagon 1, and then he just kept leveling the Dagon, got a blink, kept leveling the Dagon. Yeah. Because that's how he was getting. He was really farming that game. Like, he would press Frostbite on some of them, and then Dagon some of them. Those are like creep deleters. And he would press Bloodright to clear the... Some of them, yeah, he's good farming. Good farming. I just had bad deaths this game. Bad deaths in lane. You know, let's say I die once. That's fine. You know, arguably fine. You know, I don't need to be a pro player. I can die once, I think. But after that, I need to notice, oh, hey, get out of lane. This kill combo was crazy. They booted me out of lane. I'm not coming back anymore. I'm out of here. And I don't want to hit jungle creeps, so I have to go farm lanes, I guess. I have to go... but I guess that's where I'm caught in between a wall. Yeah. Getting my behavior score tanked just to go farm another lane. Well, I guess that's that. Just go find a fucking... I need to continue playing in a party. I guess that's that. Like, cause that's like I'm stuck between two boulders situation, whatever. A rock and a hard place. Because either I leave lane and I try to go find lane farm in some other lane, and I get pinged for leaving a lane where they kill me on sight, or I'm suffering and I'm hitting jungle creeps. Or, like I said, I could get something like Bloodright, I can get something like Frostbite, I can get something to farm just really early. Like farm really, like find a spell that farms really early. I'm actually thinking like Veno. Like, Veno Poison Sting, it actually, like, I can do that with that, I think. Like, farm really early, max out Poison Sting. So maybe that's the angle I need to go when I'm in solo queue. Just always, number one, when the players get this good, and they'll be on your ass, they're put on the pressure a bit more, like these guys are definitely putting on the pressure, winning lanes, this sort of thing, higher skill games, fast Dota, I need to get a plan to farm the fucking jungle camps. As weird as that sounds. I need to find a plan to farm the jungle camps. Especially if it's a stacked ancient. If I can farm stacked ancients, that's the dream. Because, like, I'm never... Like, it doesn't matter what happens early game, let's fucking rock steady. If I can farm ancient camps. Stacked ancient camps. Like, proximity mine. So I really just need to fucking... I need to compile a list of abilities that do that. I need to compile a list of abilities that just do that. Devour is one of them. I felt really good in the game where I had Devour. And I had the bad lane. Frostbite, Bloodright, Ion Shell, Firefly. These abilities are all amazing. You get pooped on in lane a bit, you can go farm jungle camps with them. And Firefly is so good that it lets you farm two at the same time too. It has a cooldown to it, but it's still good. It's still good. Like having that much. Like, even if, what's its cooldown? Like 30 at worst? Or what's, let me see. Why did Granny pop up when I put in fire? What's her name? It's not fire. Yeah, that's why her name popped up. What's this cooldown go all the way down to 30? Yeah. Every 30 seconds farm 2 camps? That's good. Give me that. That's really good. The main thing you need to be doing though is stacking them. If they're not stacked, Firefly is not that crazy valuable. You gotta stack yourself. But it secures farm for sure. So I need to compile a list of that. Because when I do that, I can ignore the early game. And when the players are getting good, you gotta just power through the early game through those methods. By getting guaranteed farm. And I guess that's just what I gotta do. I guess that's just what I gotta do when I have freaking, and that's, I guess that, yeah, like I said, that's what I gotta do, I guess, and I gotta start, like, ignoring like this shit. Like this is amazing. Is it not? This is amazing. I guess I gotta start ignoring that so I can secure early game farm. Like what am I doing this game if I don't have I wasn't drafting the way I did. Let's just start looking. I'm gonna watch the replay now. Always have a plan to secure early game farm. That's my tenet. Need to keep that in mind. After that, I need a way to kill people. Preferably, I want to do it like that Shadow Shaman was doing. So if I can get like Invis and like a fucking Dagon, Invis Dagon, such a classic. Invis Dagon, fine people. Let's go back to draft. Alrighty, let's get into this draft. What was I? Not eighth pick, seventh pick rather. Alright, so what do I pick here? This guy took Frostbite early, so he knows what's up. He knows, hey, this is a spell that farms. This is a spell that catches. It even does damage. It does solid damage. This is just a good spell. And it's also an Agshard spell. What a good spell this is, actually. It's a disarm, 2, and a root. Yeah. Catch, damage, farm. Gives you a lot. He was smart to draft this. I think I've seen his name before. This guy's a good player, I think. I swear I've seen his name before. So what do I get here? He sort of took what I wanted, which was Frostbite. You know, what a smart player to get that spell. And what did he give up? He gave up Chilling Touch over it. This guy knows what he's doing. Okay, so what am I getting here to secure farm? I can go Greater Bash, Charge of Darkness, but it could get stolen. The Charge of Darkness could get stolen from me, which is fine. I still ended up taking Greater Bash here ultimately. What spells farm? What spells guarantee farm? Is Bloodright? I don't know. Bloodright. It has a 12-second cooldown. That is a problem. And I've felt it before when I play Bloodseeker. You'll press it and then you'll have to wait 10 seconds and it's just... Yeah, it sucks. But you nuke a camp. Like, you get to level... You come out of lane level 5 at least, you will farm camps, dealing a 200 AoE pure damage nuke. You will farm camps with this. Unless they've nerfed it. Let me look at the change logs. Because I remember when I played Bloodseeker, you would just nuke camps with it. But they may have nerfed his damage. Maybe it used to be way higher. Because I'm going off of memory. I don't know how good it actually is. What is it called? Bloodright. Bloodright. Change damage from magical to pure. This is a while ago. Reduce damage from 340 to 255. Oh, okay, I think this is actually where it got nerfed then. This might be where it got nerfed. Yeah. Because creeps don't have magic resistance. Most of them don't. I know the Pinecone ones do. But most of them don't, so this is actually a nerf. Yeah, it was way better when you nuked 340 magic. So it's been... I think it's been nerfed, right? Bloodright, he has a talent to increase its damage. Yeah, I used to nuke for way more. I guess it's been nerfed. And you don't really farm camps with it that well with the Bloodright. Alright. So what actually farms here then? What farms? What farms? Trample? It farms. It farms, I think, yeah? You can go ahead and delete a camp with this. You can stack it, press trample on it. You'll take a lot of damage though. That's a problem. You probably need to get like Ghost Scepter with it to make sure you're not dying. Which sounds weird, Ghost Scepter trample, but I mean you can build into E-Blade later, and E-Blade trample is a good combo, I guess. I guess nothing farms here. Freezing Field actually does though. Freezing Field actually farms. You can stack Ancients and you can press Freezing Field. Like, it's funny, but Crystal Maiden is actually a good farmer. She is a good farming support because of Frostbite, Freezing Field. Freezing Field can farm stacked camps, specifically stacked camps. You need to get that stacked camp value. I think I have the Storm farms too. You press it, and you can farm camps with it once you get 6. I don't know if it's the fastest farming speed, but it farms. It farms. Um, and it gives way to a tank setup, I think. You can start thinking, okay. I did think of that in the draft. I pointed out, oh, I have the Storms in the draft. Is there a tank angle? I was like, no, because if there's a tank angle, it would be Enrage, Earthshock. And Enrage, Earthshock takes up, this takes up an ultimate, so you can't get out of the Storm. Okay, then I was thinking, okay, what if I just went tank build with this? What 2 basic abilities would complete it afterward? If I went Earthshock and Rage, what would complete me after that? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, there's some really good options that aren't obvious. Like, imagine, I'm just thinking, imagine Lifestealer, Ghoul Frenzy, Rage, and instead of Open Wounds, he has an Earthshock and an Rage instead of a Infest. That's a strong Lifestealer, is it not? That's a powerful hero. I don't know if it's competitive with the power levels in AD, but that's a powerful hero. But you're probably not gonna get all those things. But I mean, it's a thought, Let me see here. What farms? Is there any ultimate abilities that farm? Not really. I guess it's like Freezing Field, but you gotta like stack. You gotta be really diligent about stacking. I have the Storm farms. Although it doesn't farm stacked camps, it gets worse actually when you try to farm stacked camps. But it farms regular camps decently. You can farm like 3 camps. You press this and you can farm like 3 camps with it in a moderate amount of time. If you press either Storm to just farm 3 camps. I know Storm Surge farms kind of nicely, but you take so much damage. You need like, I've had a game where I had Bulwark with it and it farmed, it farmed camps, but I needed Bulwark with it to not die when getting hit a bunch. I think the draft I did was good. Ultimately, it was good. I made some mistakes though. Like, it came out of the line. I just need to not. I need to ward my farming areas. I really just need to figure out the shard squeezy farming pattern. Like figure out. Okay, how am I supposed to ward? I need to ward in a way where I'm protecting myself from enemies running at me. Especially if it's nighttime. I need to remember fucking the nighttime cycles actually matter. I do start to notice it when I'm like farming the 2 camps near the tier 2 on Radiant with that high ground thingy. I can definitely feel like, oh, they can run at me very easily. I know because I've run at people doing those 2 camps before. Need to have that high ground warded. Yeah, put down sentries and obs. It's the easiest thing to do in Triangle, especially because one sentry covers the whole place, and then just put an observer on the. Honestly, I should put it in the river, maybe, because it'll see the people coming in from the secret shop side and people coming in from the stairs near the Roche pit. And then if they want to walk from like Rune, the stairs that comes from the Rune, I mean, I guess they can do that too. And then, but I think, and then yeah, if you think, I think there's a way to probably position the observer ward to catch all 3 of those routes to where they're walking at you in triangle. And yeah, just need to have those warded. Push out top. Collect waves, collect waves top mid. Farm the whole triangle. Farm the 2 camps. Repeat. Like, it's not hard to just do that. I mean, if it's not that, what am I doing? What other routes can I do? Farming routes. The 2 camps near the tier 2 are good. And then there's one near the bottom near the tier 3 on Radiant. Um, is there one more camp I can get after that? Not really. Those 2 camps near the further out are like kind of dangerous. So I guess I'll just be farming 3 camps if it's not those ancients. Which really sucks. Wow. I guess I need a ward further up in the river, and then I can farm that one next to the T2. Yeah, I should do that then. And there's even a watcher there you're supposed to take control of. Yeah. Okay. So this is a rare instance where the skill of the players are getting better. I'm starting to make mistakes, and the mistakes are starting to matter. I'm getting caught, killed when I'm farming when I really, really, really shouldn't do. I'm dying way more, one too many, more times than I should in lane. So how do I draft here? I get Greater Bash. What does he get? Infest first spell? What angle is he going with this Infest? What a weird build this last guy. Infest, Arcane Aura. I can get how the Life Stealer said he felt the game was a loss there with the draft, because we had an incredibly strong draft. Uproar, Charge of Darkness. What's his angle? So yeah, he was willing to go. And Bull Rush is such a good facet, actually. Wow. Yeah, I guess even if you don't have Greater Bash, if you can just go in and stun someone and run out, that's still... Yeah, Charge of Darkness, I guess, is rated really highly on Win Run IO for a reason. It's just good spell. So is Greater Bash. I like Greater Bash, too. You combine them and it becomes greater, obviously. I like playing Spirit Breaker. It's a fun hero. It's a strong hero. It's a style I love. Like, it gives you everything. It gives you wave clear. It gives you solo kill catch. It does these things. Yeah, really good. And then by the time you're doing that, you might as well like just get everything. Get Charge of Darkness, get the Bulldoze, and get Beta Bash. And then just look for... Okay, what do I look for? I look for whatever gives me the... whatever gives me a good ult to like get. Because Nether Strike is not a good ult, even if you have Greater Bash. So like, what would you get if I went Spirit Breaker this game? Charge of Darkness into Pulverize? I don't know. I feel like when I go Charge of Darkness, I want to get the Bull's Rush. I want to go in, do something big, and then get out. That's sort of my angle. So I guess AA Blast. Spirit Breaker with AA Blast would have been decent. I like E-Blade Diggin'. I like that angle. So if there's like a nuke here... Yeah, it's probably just E-Blade Dig and AA Blast. That'd be like a really good angle. Or imagine if you cast... You can't channel Freezing Field while you're charging, can you? Or you can't press it in the middle of... That doesn't... I mean, this is... It's just not... It's not a good idea. So yeah, Ice Blast it is, I think. That would be like a good idea. E-Blade Dig and Ice Blast. I mean, it worked for the fucking... It worked for the fucking Shadow Shaman. Going E-Blade Dig and Ice Blast. So... Yeah. It worked for him. I guess the reason why AA can't go those items in regular Dota 2 is because he doesn't have farm. He doesn't have any farming spells at all. And he has no wave push. It's all just very... It's very bad. His farming situation is really bad. So if he can fix that, then he can go... He's got some really good fucking spells. Ice Blast in particular. Like, Chilling Touch becomes really good when you're not AA. Ice Blast becomes amazing when you're not AA. Ice Vortex is a generalist vision spell. It's really solid either way. Doesn't matter who you are. So that's like the support side of things. And then Cold Feet. How good is Cold Feet actually? How does this work? I don't think Cold Feet's that good of a spell, but I guess if you... It's more of a thing where you need to get a stun first, and then it can be a follow-up stun, and like it's even more stunnage. It's sort of like Mirana era, you need like follow-up, that sort of thing. I don't know. 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 You need something that goes before it for it to. It's like an attack modifier sort of thing. You need to have some other previous thing on top of it. You get my point. So what did I get? I ended up going Blood Rage, right? Didn't I? I went Blood Rage. I asked if the Chilling Touch guy wants it, or if the Fierce Sweeps guy wants it. I ended up taking it because no one wanted it. Wow, this guy went Counter Helix first spell. That's not even that good, I think. Went Overpower. This, like, everyone's drafting like kind of like decently. There's no one with any glaringly bad. See, like this guy, you know, he did it. He's gonna get Shackles. He's gonna Cold Feet into Shackles. It's like so much stunnage. But it's just like a skill difference this game, I guess. It was a very high skill game. What do you want? Thirst, Freezing Field. Where do you go? Rage, Fury Swipes. And when is he gonna get that as a follow up? Static Link. That was a kind of pretty smart idea. You can, yeah. It's like everyone's drafting good. Everyone's I don't know. Rage, Static Link. You run at them with the BKB Fury Swipes. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I think he just needs to prioritize getting a ranged hero, and then building attack speed, because that's, you know, Fury Swipes get stronger with attack speed, obviously, but it's like you don't need damage on top of damage. But I don't know. I guess it's up to him. That's his style. He wants to run at people with this. Fair enough. And then I end up going. Wow. I thought I was gonna go Scurry, but then I realized, wait, a ranged hero is better than Scurry. If Scurry gets left, I'll take it, but a ranged hero is way better. So I think it makes sense that I got Hoodwink here. I'm not sure who would have taken it, but it's just good to pick it, so I don't get deny picked, you know. So that's what I did. I could have taken Scurry here, but pretty much the build is defined by. I mean, okay. So what was my other ranged option? Okay, my other ranged options, if I didn't get Hoodwink, was either Puck or AA. I don't think I really like the prospect of Puck and AA. I think Hoodwink was fine. I had a high win-run IO win rate. That innate is really solid, actually. Like, her base HP gain is bad, but that innate, the redirect enemy attacks, it scales. It scales later into the game, and the enemy has to buy. Is this even considered evasion? Can the MKB go through this? What a great innate if it, you know, if it's not considered evasion. Wow, that's insane. But I think it is considered evasion, and MKB will go through it. So it's like free butterfly evasion. I wouldn't say butterfly, but it's, you know, butterfly has other things other than evasion, but it is. Obviously, you buy butterfly to get the evasion as a major part of why you buy it. Nowadays, you can buy disperser if you don't need the evasion, and you just want a lot of agility with like an Eagle Song component related item. Alright. Not really much to say about the draft here. I take Scurry because it's the best option. Maybe I get Illusory Warp for more mobility. But Scurry gives movement speed. It's mobility already. And I have talents for it. 1 plus Scurry charge, so makes total sense to get it. I don't think that's better than Orb. I could have gone Onslaught, but long ass cooldown. It's a stun though. And it's AoE damage to farm camps with. It's AoE damage to farm camps with. Maybe I do go this. Just so I can farm camps. It'll give me the mobility I need. You know, actually, no. This is all stupid. Scurry was just clearly the best option here. Like, this is a good build. There's no disputing this. I need to stop thinking about that. Everyone gets what they want, whatever. Everyone's drafting, like, pretty decently. It's whatever. Freezing Field Ags. I gotta think more about Freezing Field Ags. In future games. It's a channel, though. It stops being a channel, though, doesn't it? When you get the Ags, it stops being a channel, so you can... I don't even know what the Ags does exactly. I don't know how it lets you move around exactly. I gotta figure that out. Anyways, let's get into the game so that we don't crash the client when we exit. Alright. Nothing bad about the draft. I just could have played better, and I don't know. Skill difference. It's skill difference. It was a high skill lobby. I mean, I like it. I enjoy that these lobbies are having. There's more skill to them. Who is this guy? I swear I've played with him before. I swear on Yah, I've played with him before. This is the Europe West game, wasn't it? The game where someone got infinite zip and still we lost. Infinite zip. Yeah, you I was thinking like this guy didn't have arcane orbs, or maybe he didn't have damage, but he didn't need that. If you literally just do only max distance zips, you can snipe, you can farm camps, whatever. You can literally just zip back and forth between the map. Zip all the way to the enemy's camps, farm them. Zip to the creep waves, farm them. Zip to enemy heroes, kill them. And you just go back and forth like ping pong. Farm all the way to max zip to the end of the map and one shot a camp. Okay. Now max zip to a lane that an enemy is going to show on. And kill the lane creeps and kill the enemy. Okay. You know, you're pretty much just, it's like, you just pick a any max distance works and you ping pong. It's crazy that we lost that game. This is just a drafting mistake. It didn't get Jakiro when I could have. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I don't think I'm going to play another one. I just wanted to play like one game today. Stream it. Dota 280 learning experience. Just need to, it's getting to a point where my MMR is high enough for Dota 280, I guess, that I need to just play better. I need to play better. I need to play better and need to play less bad. Stop feeding in lane. Like, my game plan is so simple. The way I play is so simple. Don't feed in lane. Hit jungle camps. I probably can't go into a lane because I'm gonna get reported. That's fine. I can hit jungle camps for a bit. I'll hit my strat again at some point, and I need to bank on that and not take my behavior score. Whatever. It'll work as long as I don't die. And then just put fucking sentries, man. Put sentries and observers where I'm farming. I need to start figuring out the routes I'm supposed to be going. I need to figure out my farming routes. I need to do shard squeezy. Keep it in my mind always. Shard squeezy farming pattern. And that's it. Too much rambling. That's enough. There's not much else that needs to be said that I haven't said already and repeated. It's pretty clear what I should do now. How does he have two? Oh, cooling blade. This is innate, right? Yeah. Honestly, what I can learn instead from this draft is I need to look at the end. You know, I had a perfect draft, but let's see what other angles I could have gone that the enemies did. Like, look at this. This really good Shadow Shaman player. He ended up going this E-Blade Dagon build. This is a really good spell. Catch, damage. Low cooldown even, too, on top of that. It has a low cooldown. 50% uptime. This is a crazy good ability. Yeah, catch, damage. Farm. This gives all these things. And then he ended up just going even, you know, more AoE. These are like good AoE damage control. AA Blast is an amazing finisher, of course. They can't Satanic through it. An amazing kill spell. E-Blade Dagon. What a fun items. I wish I could modify hero builds for ability draft. I want to be able to do that, but I can't. Copy. Let's see if I can copy this over to a different hero. It doesn't let me. It doesn't let me. I'm gonna literally have to give every hero build the same fucking presets. Oh look, I have Alk 1x6 in here. Yeah, I can't really actually. I'm not gonna make a guide on every single hero because the moment I try to update it, I have to update it for every other single hero at the same time. So I'm not making a guide for every single hero. That's just never happening. There needs to be a way for me to import shit. There needs to be a way for me to import shit for non-hero specific stuff. Did I make this BH my way? I did. Wow, I did that. What a terrible... Okay. I guess what I'll do is I'll just make the item build for... I don't know. Let's just do like... Abaddon. I'll make it for Abaddon and then I'll just copy it. I'll just take a picture and I'll put it on the... I don't know. I'll put it on the side of my screen. I use a laptop. So I don't have two monitors. I should probably hook up a second monitor. You can do that even with the laptop. I should hook up a second monitor and then look over and see, just have information to look at, you know. Like I'll be able to game way better, do way more better when I have a second monitor. I was very used to using a second monitor before, but I use a laptop nowadays. I'm on the go. I used to be able to display way more information to myself. But let's get this out of the way, and then I'm gonna end the stream, I think. Don't delete these too fast. You will crash your client. I'm telling you that right now. If you delete these columns too fast. Let me just do Dota 80. And then will that save? It saved, good. Okay. Add new group. Cheap defensives. We're gonna start with that. That's like something just off the top of my head. Alright. What are those? No. Lane. Need to start with lane. Not the anime girl lane, Zero Experiments lane, but like in the lane. Alright. Mana regen. I need to list all the items here. It probably shouldn't be too hard to list them. I should stop doing arcane boots. I need to do soul ring tranquils. That's gonna be my new thing, is soul ring tranquils. I mean, if I'm like fucking Timbersaw, you know what? I should probably do. Holy shit! Timbersaw passive is actually a fucking mana regener, is it not? You can buy art because Timbersaw does it. He maxes his passive, and then he has mana for days. He just needs to buy soul ring, arcane boots, and he doesn't even have to get the tranquils. But we'll put the mana regen in here. What else? Voidstone is thing. Where's Voidstone? Here you are, Voidstone. And it has very good components. It builds into so many things that you probably want in a Dota game. Lincoln's Lotus, Echo Saber, Yule's, Aetherlens, Bloodstone. It builds into a lot of things, so you can probably get that. Actually, this is not very mana efficient, is it? But like I said, it's a component. It's a component for stuff. It's actually not very gold to mana efficient, though. Is it? I mean, is it? Might actually be. Because what's Arcane Boots? 1400 gold? You double this and it's like 3.5, right? Compare that to Arcane Boots 4 mana regen. If you're pressing it off cooldown for 1400 Gs. This is actually cheaper than that. And it, yeah, Voidstone is actually pretty slot gold mana efficient. I remember on Liquipedia there's actually a list of mana efficient items. I need to look it up again. Mana regeneration. Let's see the table. There's a table here. Magic regeneration. That's a typo. I'm on Liquipedia. That's a typo. Mana regen table items. I'm gonna look that up. Category mana regeneration items. There we go. This has probably not been updated in a while because Bloodstone has charges. But let's see. Let's see. Mana regen bonus. Yeah, this is very outdated. Let's just get out of here. Actually, way too outdated with Bloodstone having charges. All right. So what am I doing? Mana regen, right? Mana regen. Teardrops definitely need to go in here, right? Oh, they nerfed raindrops. They used to be higher, I recall. Need to buy raindrops in 1 more in Dota 2. Like these are just should have these every game. I'm probably gonna actually put this in laning because it's cheap enough that I'm gonna put that in the laning section. These are more long-term sort of mana plans. Okay. Mana regen. Null Talisman is, you can buy it from Mana Regen. It's like a small laning item. You can buy the components for it. I'm not sure how I rarely build these items in game. Like Wraithband, Null Talisman, and Bracer. Maybe I should do it way more. Maybe I should. Like, how does Bracer compare to... This gives 50 HP nowadays. It used to give damage. It's changed. Yeah, Bracer used to give like plus damage. Now it gives like HP now. Is it better than Fluffy Hat nowadays? Let me do the math. 160 HP for 505 gold. It gives a bunch of other things too. Like 2 Agi, 2 Int. Excuse me, like a circlet of stuff. Also gives HP regen. Let me do the math. I mean, pro players build it. There's probably a good reason to build it. Like, imagine if I went bracers in lane. Imagine if I went bracers into that Shadow Shaman lane. Do I even die there anymore? Maybe not. If I get bracers and raindrops and Juan, I might be able to stay in lane. The thing is, I don't really like that idea. Just being able to... Maybe it's a good idea still. But the thing is, I actually, when I come out of lane, I don't farm creeps with EXP. I need gold to farm creeps. I need Maelstrom. I don't think EXP was a problem. Like, I need gold to farm, not EXP. And that's the main reason why you should stay in lane, is that you need the EXP. The gold is... You know, actually, if you can get the last hits in lane, it's probably worth it. If you're just staying around for EXP, probably not. And if they're deny hitting you and pressing you really that hard, you should probably just forgo it entirely. But if you can get last hits, buying the bracers to secure the lane farm, continue staying in lane and getting lane farm and not dying to Shadow Shaman combo there, it's probably worth it. Okay. What about Null Talisman? I don't think it's worth it. 1 mana regen for 500 Gs. But maybe it actually... No, it's not. Maybe it is, though. Let me see. Let me do the math. It actually is 1.25. And it gives you a bunch of other stuff, too. 1.25 mana regen. It gives you a little bit of everything, because it's like, you know, it's stats. You need to keep my eye open for these like laning items, because I rarely ever build them nowadays. And then this gives a lot of armor. Yeah, I need to just stay open to these items more. I'll go ahead and just put all of them. I need to get better at laning anyways, so I need to put them all there. I think Buckler is good if you're a hero that needs it. Where do you go? You have to pay a lot of money to get into Aura, though. To give it to... I mean, it's not that much. It's 425 Gs. Bassi, you're just getting that so you can build it into Arcane Boots. I wonder if both auras stack, by the way. Do both auras stack? I'm holding alt. It's not telling me it doesn't. 2.2 goes to 2.5. Okay, it doesn't stack. Alright, what are we doing here? Cheap defensives. We're going to put that now. Cheap defensives. Let's put Ghost Scepter in there. Let's put Yules. Yules is on the pricier side nowadays. It used to be so cheap. It used to be a really OP item. But it's still like, dude, the Cyclone is such a good ability. It's like Zhonya's. It literally is Zhonya's. That's how I need to think of it. I don't always think of it as Zhonya's, but... And it's a defensive. You can use it offensively, too. Yule's such a good item. I need to keep it in mind more in my games. It's a Dispel. On top of everything, it's a Dispel. Dispel. Zhonya's. It can be offensive cast. It's movement speed, too. It's movement speed, mana regen. It gives you... This item used to be so OP back in the days. I need to still keep it in mind. I need to keep it in mind way more. Now, what else? Glimmer Force stuff. These are good. Especially if there's like a range show on the team that's hitting you with that ranged attack barrages, you need to press Glimmer. You need to press Glimmer so they can't see you. And Detection has cast range, so it'll be hard for them to hit you just by themselves when you get out of range. Same thing. It's the same thing you build in a Tinker, so that he doesn't keep pressing stuff on you. Back when he had missiles, and yeah, back when he had missiles, you would get Glimmer. What other cheap defenses are there? Holy Locket. I need to think more about this item when I have heals. It's a really solid item. I wonder how good it is when you don't even have heals. I wonder how good it is. Probably not too good if you don't have heals already, but it's a pretty pricey recipe, 800 Gs. Mech. They go hand in hand, by the way, Mech, Holy Locket. But you definitely want to have heals already existing on your team if you want to build that item, those items. Dota 2 just has a lot of items, and they're all good, and they all have their place in the game. League of Legends can't say the same thing. Orb of Corrosion. I forgot about this item. I totally forgot about this item. Like, I'm realizing I should probably build it if I'm like an anti-mage. Like, there's just some melee hero who has like low catch and I need to catch people. Totally forgot about this item. And there's even there's this cheaper version. It's like a mini Scotty. Forgot Scotty builds into this. I need to re-examine all the items in Dota 2 at the very least, because I'm realizing I'm lost. I don't actually know all the items. Not knowing all the heroes, that's fine, because there's a lot of heroes in Dota 2. It's like whatever, new patches, and I can't always keep up. But the items I need to stay on top of, because every hero in Dota 2 has access to the items. They all build items. You need to keep in mind the items of Dota 2. Vanguard is cheap. I need to think about it when I'm a melee hero. I need to think about it when I get something like fucking AM, by the way. Because doesn't AM go there? He goes to like Vanguard, Diffusal. Vanguard handles his mana problems, and then Diffusal, you run at people with it. And you don't even need the mana burn. Like, you go Dota 2 ability draft, get Vanguard, Diffusal, and Anti-Mage. You're feeling good as like an offlaner still with that build. Just because you're Persecutor, you can utilize with your Persecutor. You can probably get like the Frost Orb of Frost. Orb of Frost plus Persecutor innate with Diffusal. You're running down people pretty well, I think, just with that in the hero model. And you're probably gonna have other abilities, of course, to work with that. But yeah, just an idea. Helm of the Dominator. I've always thought about using this item as a farming item. The thing is that it just doesn't. A big problem is that I've always figured is that it just doesn't scale. It doesn't scale later into the game. That's like a big problem with this item. Like if you get it, like even if you get a Maelstrom and you get more right click later on, it's like, oh yeah, you can use the Maelstrom will work in fights. Helm of the Dominator, it falls off. Like what do you get to keep when the creep stops being, super duper useful or it dies quickly in fights? You get to keep 6 armor, 6 all attributes, 6 HP regeneration. It's just not worth it. One thing I will say though is that if you can save up for the Helm Dom, like get the bounty gold. How much is bounty gold? You only need to save up for like 200 Gs worth of last hits. That's around 2 creep waves. If you can just have no items at all, you can immediately buy a Helm of Iron Will. They nerfed that though, didn't they? This item used to be way stronger when you could rush. It used to be way stronger and you would rush it. It's much weaker. I think it's like 4 armor health, 4 health regen. It's not worth it. How's Ring of Health holding up nowadays? 4.5. It's actually better than Helm of Iron Will. Yeah. I remember this used to be way stronger. It used to be like 7.5, I think. 7 armor, 5 regen or something. Let's see. What have they done to Shadow Amulet? I still don't remember exactly. Oh, you can walk with it nowadays. Now I remember. Wait, this item is kind of legit then. I mean, it ruins a lot of channeling where you wanted to just press it and channel, and now you have to actually like finish the. You probably want to finish the Glimmer because your channel might be longer than 3.5 seconds, but you can now walk with this. which is cool. It's pretty cool that you can walk with this now. Glimmer. Glimmer also gives a magic barrier nowadays. I remember when people would buy Hood of Defiance by itself. I'm not sure why they don't buy Glimmer Cape anymore. They probably should. It's like a mini BKB actually. Yeah, I remember people were buying this on Troll Warlord just for the magic barrier. I know BSJ made a video where he was like, "Oh, get Hood of Defiance on PL. It can be like a little mini BKB sort of situation." I need to consider this on carries way more. Glimmer Vanguard. Consider these way more. This will help you against the right clicks early game. This will help you against magic damage early game. These are the earliest, cheapest items you can get to address these problems early game. Is lots of right click. And what does this go into? Crimson Guard, that's like the major upgrade, and then this goes into, it's a dead end. You just gotta buy BKB if you want the better version. But yeah. And it also gives Invis, so it doesn't like fall off really. You can keep this for a while. Because Invis will always be... Invis is just always valuable, I feel like. You can even check for lane wards with it, right? Glimmer on a wave, check for lane wards with it. See if the creeps aggro onto you. That's really smart, actually. Having Invis pretty much lets you check for wards. I need to keep that in mind more. Check lane wards with Invis. I guess maybe I should start going Shadowblade in games more. Be more of a killer. Be more of a killer. Be more of a farmer and killer. Really push these tenants to the max. Alright, what am I looking at here now instead? For more. Force Staff, obviously get in there. That's a cheap defensive. What else is there? I don't know if you should count mech as a defensive. Not sure if I should count it, because it's like a dead end item. Unless you want to be a support, right? This goes into Pike, for example. This goes into Wind Waker, which is, I mean, it's just so godly of a defensive item that you should, it's not a dead item in the same way that, I mean, I guess this goes into a Dispel, but like, like this goes into damage, this goes into damage. These stay cheap. This is such a godly defensive item. So I don't know about how I would feel lumping mech into the same category of cheap defensives here. Like, you obviously build it to help your teammates more. It's an aura. You press it for the aura effect. So, yeah. Pavis. I totally forgot about this item. Same thing. It's a dead end item. You get it so you can press it on teammates and on yourself. Pavis. Forgot about this item. Solar Crest. I just don't play support, so... These items are never in my mind. Lane. I need to really figure out everything I want in the lane. I can maybe want to Windlace boots. Branches, of course. I'll make a separate thing for that, like a. Why can't I gotta like move everything over, I think. I would have to move everything over, right? Yeah, to make room. This kind of sucks. I guess I should make a bunch of groups, and then start from the bottom and then go up. I think that's what I should do. Starting items, and then I gotta put lane here. I like how it even fills in the gold for you, because it identifies, oh, you're saying starting items, so it's trying to fill that out for you. Okay. Like these are things every hero ends up probably wanting in a Dota game. Every hero wants a mana regen item, probably at some point, to handle mana regen problems if they're not buying clarities. Every hero probably needs a cheap defensive to handle getting killed in the early game at some point, and these are all very powerful. These may not be as powerful, but these three, these have like staying power. The same can't be said about Glimmer Vanguard though, but definitely these three are like god items. I guess Invis can be, it's situational. Depending on if the enemy is doing this outrange crazy shit. But definitely these three, like they have staying power. They stay good for a very long time. Defensive mobility, immunity to right clicks, total invulnerability. These items are good. Alright, starting items. So what do I need to put in here? Starting items. Let's put like a quelling. We're gonna put laning items. Starting items we'll put stick in there. Laning items, put these down here. Boots, windlass. I mean, every hero probably wants these at some point, though. Why does it still say 1450? What the hell? Why is buckler so expensive? What the fuck? Why is buckler so expensive? What's going on? That's weird. Alright, starting items, tangos. I think when I queue with Bree though, I'm probably gonna maybe tell her to buy tangos for me. I don't know if she'll like that, me telling her that, but whatever. I'll just tell her to buy tangos. You know, let's lump these all in together in the same thing. I'm gonna lump these all together in the same thing. I don't care. I think what I'm actually gonna put here are consumables. And I think should consumables go at the top? Yeah, okay, let's change things around. Consumables. These are things I'm gonna be on like quick buying constantly. So let's change this around. Starting items, I'll just have to think. Honestly, I'll just have to think. It's gonna be the one time where I'm gonna have to think with my item build, and yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to think, as opposed to putting an item build for it. But generally speaking, I just want to buy a bunch of consumables on a support. So that'll probably get solved there. I just buy like mangoes, fucking blood grenade mangoes, a salve. Get another one if I take more damage. Like get a salve and then take damage. I'll buy one more. Or I just have one in the ready, I guess. Wards, like these definitely. Wait, am I getting mixed up? No, I'm not. I meant to rename these. Consumables. Laning items. Or early items. Whatever. I'll call them early items. Buy these. Smokes. I guess I'll just put like all the actual consumables in here. TP scrolls, these are just like the trifecta of I'm always buying these. And then for lane, mango, blood grenade, salve. Like these are ones I don't always remember to buy. Tangos are pretty easy to remember to buy. And you probably a lot of times you end up not needing them later in the lane, because if you're at a point where you're taking chip damage, you should just position yourself in the lane properly. You shouldn't really be taking chip damage. It should be pretty easy to avoid, I think. But well, I mean, whatever. I guess I'll put him in there. Clarities are another one, obviously, but it's rare that you'll get to use these in lane because you have to make sure you pretty much have to be playing support, or you have to be dragging the wave like I did in that one game, and then clarities make sense. Fairy Fire is exclusively a starting item, and you do it just for the clutch heal. It's 2 damage with the clutch heal on it. Yeah, pretty much. Fairy Fire, what a cool item. I'll put it in there. Usually I get it when I don't have when I have a little bit of extra gold and I don't want to buy a branch. That's usually when I buy Fairy Fire. I know in oh shit, did it save? Okay, it saved. I know in freaking Custom Hero Chaos they buy a bunch of Fairy Fires, and I think it's just because yeah, for the early duels they're very, you know, they're very cheap on gold, and they just They spam it because they really need to win the duel. Because they get their return on investment very fast. And then Fairy Fire is a cooldown of 5 seconds. I mean, that's very cool. The Custom Hero Chaos has this like Fairy Fire item build meta in the early game. It's very cool. Yeah, they pretty much just get damage and then they'll trade the damage for HP as they fight. I think they also buy tangos. They make sure to buy a tango, Fairy Fires. That's pretty much it. Tangos and Fairy Fires. This is like maximum like 1v1 duel. You're trapped in here with me sort of item build. Get the regen ticking. Eat Fairy Fires. Make sure not to eat them too early. They make sure to pace themselves. Yeah. But when you're landing, obviously branches are better. You're not dueling to the death and popping Fairy Fires, and you're not getting a return on your investment by if you're Gyro though, or like Huskar though, you should just get a bunch of these maybe. I mean, Huskar wants to buy like 3 gauntlets though because he has Berserker's Blood regen, but Gyro definitely don't. Instead of buying branches on Gyro, just buy Fairy Fires. Way more. It's damage. It's gold to damage. Way more gold to damage efficient than branch. Yeah, and that's what you need when you're flat cannoning. You just need a bunch of damage. What is the cheapest damage item? I guess Blades of Attack. Actually, it's not, but I mean, 50 times 9 is 450. So yeah, it's just as damage efficient as Branch, but more slot efficient. That means Fairy Fire is still like the most efficient item in the game in terms of damage for gold. But obviously, it's very not slot efficient because it's Fairy Fire. What else? Early items. I need to not focus too much on this. I need to think in the. I need to think. It only becomes a problem when I'm playing a support, like what starting items to get. When I'm playing a core, it's way easier to think about what I'm getting in the lane. It's usually just like wand. Can't go wrong with wand or stick or whatever. And then branches and then tango. Just can't go wrong with these. I guess is there any like Windlay setups? This is 225 gold. Let's go ahead and price this. Let's price this too. Let's try to get a price of this 225. Why is it getting the wrong price? What the fuck? Is it doubling the price? It is, I think. It's doubling the price. So I'm gonna have to divide it by 2. So let's say I get like Winning Lace startups. Let's say okay, so 1200 gold is where I'm needing to get to. What if I get a Windlace? You should never buy Windlace as a starting item, should you? Unless you're going Tranquils. Go Windlace, Windlace Ring of Regen. That makes sense. And then you're trying to rush Tranquils in the lane, right? That's where it makes sense. Rushing Tranquils, by the way, that's good for like pulling the whole wave sort of style. Okay. No reason to get Windlace in the lane though. I mean, as a starting item, you can get it in the lane with boots, obviously, but as a starting item, there's no reason to unless you're rushing Tranquils. And then you should get Ring of Regen for it too. What about Crown? Starting item Crown. Crown 3 branches. I know that used to be a thing. Now people just go Magic Wand because Crown is obviously worse than Wand. Whatever, you lose 1 branch, but then you get the entire Magic Wand effect. Yeah, I remember when Crown 3 branches used to be a thing. Put branch here, obviously. What other starter items can you go? I forgot Order of Venom. Huh. Maybe if I'm a support, I go this. You pop someone for like 30 extra magic damage. Is that worth buying a laning item for, though? Just buying Orb of Venom to click them for 30 more magic damage on your attack? That's not a thing, is it? Frost Orb, though. I definitely gotta put that. I'm gonna forget about this item if I don't keep it in here. It's definitely an item I need to keep in mind. Frost Orb and Orb of Corrosion, both. And this is just even good in side lanes. If you can click, if you can get your ally to help you click them. I'm gonna keep that in mind more. These two items are good for the lane. Band of Elvskin goes into Orb Corrosion nowadays. I didn't even... Huh. That's a queer thing. That's a funny thing. I think these are just the things I wanted to get down. I think I generally remember every other item in Dota, like BKB, of course. BKB Blade Mail. Eternal Shroud, though. 3,700 Gs. It's quite expensive. It's on the pricier side of things. Items. Dota 2 items. Shiva's OP item. What else? Oh! Catch items. I'm gonna definitely make that its own category. Catch items. Catch items. I need to put farming items and catch items, and then I think I'm done. I'll work on this later on, but catch items, farm items. Defensives. I probably remember all of them. You know what? Okay, let's keep going. Actually, we're gonna keep adding more. Dispels. BKB Dispel. We're literally just gonna put all the spells in one thing. Do I need to repeat Yules here? I think I do. I'm gonna repeat Yules here. The spells in Dota 2. Does this dispel you? It dispels. Wait, this item actually dispels. What the fuck? What a good item this is. Holy shit, Disperser dispels. I did not know that. Why does it have two L's, by the way? That's a typo, right? Holy, I'm learning about items more. This gives a movement slow now? What the fuck? When did they change all this? It's a 10% movement slow. Huh. Wow. Didn't know that. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but yeah. Let's continue to think here. There's not that many dispels left in the two. Eon Disc BKB is a good combo. I need to remember this because if you get caught and the Eon Disc goes off, even if you get nullified, you get like a tick to press your BKB. The moment it dispels you, you can press BKB in the same tick. You can never die and get caught if you have these two items, by the way. I mean, you can, but you guarantee BKB going off, which can be pretty important. Because sometimes it's not enough to buy Eon Disc by itself. Sometimes you can still get killed afterwards if they nullify you. But BKB nullifier, Eon Disc guarantees it's a good combo. How good is Guardian Greaves as an item? You mostly buy it out of convenience of the fact that you buy Arcane Boots with it. Like, okay, I already own Mech and I already own Arcane Boots. But what a costly recipe. Like, why would you finish this? You'd only finish it, I think, if you're playing with like a Huskar or a It's the hero that wants to be low HP. Dazzle obviously makes sense because enemies will, your ally will go to low HP and get bonuses from that. But for a lot of heroes, this doesn't make sense, I believe. HP, mana, and armor aura. And then the big thing is when they go below 25, it gets a fat increase in HP regen. You're basically giving them the Tranquil's HP regen, level of regen. And a ton of mana. Wow, that's a lot of mana for being low. And then, I mean, if you're dying though, should you even be worried about mana? Who knows? And 8 armor. How much does Solar Crest give in terms of armor? 5 armor? So you're actually giving them, you know, a really solid chunk of armor in Guardian Greaves. But what it costs you expensive. You just buy it to free up slots pretty much. You buy it to free up slots for the most part. Most heroes don't need Guardian Greaves finished. And it dispels yourself, of course. It dispels yourself. Does it dispel? I don't think it dispels allies. That's not. It's obviously not the case, right? And the only dispel would be OP. Yeah, it just dispels yourself. Yeah, we're including it into spells, obviously. Lotus Orb was a big one. Is there anything I'm missing? I already included Yules. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. I'm not sure if Lincoln should go in this category. It's not a dispel. Lincoln's is more like they have a low amount of single target stuff, or they have very important single target stuff that you need to block. That's when you get Lincoln's. Otherwise, Lincoln's is not a crazy good item. Another thing is that if you're a ranged hero and you want to build a mana regen item, it's one of the few like mana regen items you can build that you can complete. Because like, what other options do you have in terms of mana regen that gives, I don't know, that just isn't useless to like a Lina, for example? Like, what does Lina build when she has mana regen problems, right? What is she building that still continues to support her dealing damage in some way, which is, you know, all attributes. I guess that's damage, right? 16 on all attributes is still damage. It's mostly defensive, though, this Lincoln Sphere. But what are you building? You're building Lincolns. Like, what else gives mana regen? You just, when you're playing Lina, there's not a lot of good options. You kind of just gotta chug Clarities, and then, I don't know, have a Void Stone. Chug Clarities, have a Void Stone. Pro strat might be to get Soul Ring and then get, you know, Lifesteal. That's another option. But generally speaking, that's just the mana problem you have on Lina. You have mana problems, and it's hard to deal with them. You gotta find ways. You gotta find ways. Okay, what else dispels yourself? Oh, I forgot. Where the hell's Mantis Style? Why can't I find Mantis Style? Where the fuck is it? There it is. I'm retarded. Mantis Style is a dispel. Put that in there, and that's kind of all the dispels in Dota 2. Disperser being a new one nowadays. Wow. Oh, Satanic. Mantis Satanic. Forgot about Satanic now. I'm forgetting. Bow, 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 bow. Catch items. Now we are back to catch items. Orchid. Or disables of any kind. It doesn't really matter to me. Hex. Abyssal. Where's Abyssal? Gleipnir is here, but I'm not going to include it because that's an upgrade version. Maybe I'll include it. Hex. Basher. Like I said, not including the upgraded version. It's sort of, you know, implied. Diffusal is a catch item. Witchblade is technically a catch item. Both of these are technically, but they're more damage than they are catch. I mean, you buy them for both. Early game, that catch matters, but you're mostly buying them. It's mostly a damage thing. Diffusal, Witchblade. Phylactery is actually a catch item. I'm gonna include that. This item feels like bait though. I guess it's not bait anymore. It's a 10-second cooldown, so you can't get it on a spammable single target. You can just buy this for the... Wait, this is... Huh. This is like a good item now. 150 bonus damage, 30% slow for 3 seconds. Compare that to an Atos. Atos gives you arguably similar catch. I mean, not similar. Rod of Atos beats it in terms of catch. But it gives you that little bit of catch that you need, but it gives you damage too. It gives you damage too on top of it. I remember when Rod of Atos used to have a way better build-up component. It was Staff of Widgery, 2 crowns. It's been nerfed to have a vitality booster on it now, though. And this is 18 seconds, this is 10. I gotta keep Phylactery and more in mind now. But yeah, these are items. These are the Catcherino items. I need to keep these in mind more when I lack catch. Z-Blade catch, it's a slow. Sure, I'll include it. I'm probably not going to include Nullifier for catch. You're not buying it for 10% slow. Echo Saber. I don't think I should include this in catch. I mean, technically it is catch. Honestly, it is technically catch. But the thing is, if you're not, it's like you could say it's just a 1 second slow. Because you shouldn't be delaying your second attack. Because you can do that. To increase the catch ability, you can delay your second attack. You can do 1 attack, let the full 0.8 seconds play out, and then do a second attack, and you juice like a few point whatever seconds out of it. But you mostly build this so you can hit twice fast, and you give mana regen. And then you go into Harpoon eventually, of course, but you do that so you can hit people twice fast because you're a heavy hitter. Heals is technically a catch item. I'm going to go ahead and... There's a lot of redundancy in here, but... it's whatever, you know. Redundancy, whatever. Shiva's is not... I mean, it's technically catch. But it's like it's more like AoE or a team fight impact catch. I have Scotty as catch. I need to include everything. Honestly, I'll just go ahead and include everything. Scotty is technically catch. Shiva's is technically catch. These slow people. And they do roughly the same thing too. They slow people. They give you control against tanks. They slow them, keep those tanky waddlers in place, and reduce their regen. What else is catch? Doom, 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 doom. We need to include Orb of Corrosion here. And it's implied that Orb of Frost. Yeah, Orb of Frost is related here. Harpoon is catch. Harpoon is catch. You need to be right click though, but I gotta include it. I mean, Scotty's a right click item also. Harpoon is catch. But I mean, Basher Hex will always be the hardest. So let's rank them from hardest to weakest then. Scotty is pretty hard. Harpoon's pretty hard. Atos is pretty hard. This isn't even a catch, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom. It's not even like it doesn't stop their movement, but it disables them. It stops them from using movement abilities. That can be situationally, you know, you need that sometimes. If they have movement abilities, you gotta buy an orchid for them. Because they could have movement on their abilities. But I'll put that the lowest. It's not like, but this should probably go even higher, because if it's on their abilities, then you really do need this. Nothing else will do other than these two, because this lasts 5 seconds. I guess Atos will do, but it's 2 seconds. This is 5 seconds. So situationally, this is a really good catch. I'll put it up there then. E-Blade, Phylactery, Diffuse, Witchblade, these are all the same. I guess I'll put Atos a bit higher. Shiva's, how long does that last? 40% for 4? I'll put it a bit higher. Something like this. What other catch items? I don't think you should count Meteor Hammer, but I mean, does Meteor Hammer combo with Yule's by itself? I wonder. It's gonna be really funny if it does. It kind of does. That's really funny, actually. This might be a legit combo in AD depending on your setup. Wow. It's instant if you shift Q it. Wow. It's instant if you shift Q it. That's so funny, actually. Holy. Yeah, they really nerfed the stun duration, didn't they, though? It does way less stun. People were abusing the stun. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's not as strong anymore. But they line up perfectly. Channel duration, landing time, 2.5. Cyclone, 2.5. They line up perfectly, actually. That's funny. So you get catch and farm with these two items. I mean, they have long cooldowns, obviously, and you're not going to be able to spam them. But it's catch and farm, it's mana regen. A lot of mana regen. It has the Kaya component. I'm going to keep these in mind more, maybe, though. Maybe. How much damage is that dealing, by the way? $130 plus, let me just look at the logs. She took 6 ticks of damage, it looks like. She took 6 ticks, it seemed to me. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 87 initial. Yeah, so 300 plus 130. It's 430. It's a lot of, it's quite a nice magic damage nuke. Obviously, you clear creep waves with it, right? Does it one-shot them? Let me see. Almost. You almost do it. You gotta hit them all like once, but it's fine. Just barely, just barely. Okay, we need to put one more category, and it's probably going to be one of the most important ones. And I probably should have put it in earlier. I said I was going to work from bottom to top, right? I might have made a mistake. Farming items. This is very important. This is probably even more important than a lot of things. I'm going to put dispels at the bottom. I'm going to move them down a thing, and then we're going to put farming items here. And then we're going to end the stream. Farming items. Very important category. Alright. Radiance. That's number 1. One of the best farming items ever. Maelstrom. That's probably the next most... Probably my most built farming item. Battle Fury. This can give you mana and HP regen. These can make sense a lot of the time. To get Battle Fury, that can make sense. And you just, if you have an attack modifier that doesn't synergize with Maelstrom, you might as well get Battle Fury like Coup de Grace. Makes sense. Farming items of Dota 2. Midas doesn't really count, I think. But if you want more greed, want more XP, want more gold, you get it. But I don't really consider it a farming item. It doesn't buy you farm. You need to have farm already. That's how I think of Midas. You shouldn't get Midas if you don't already have farming capabilities. Meteor Hammer, Dagon. They actually belong here. They do farm creeps. I'm not sure if I put Mage Slayer in here. I'm just gonna put it in here. You look at something like Venomancer's thing, and then like he farms decently with 32. Like he jungles, right? And he has this DPS thing, and he jungles with it. So obviously this is weaker than that, and if he has wards, then he's actually doing like 1.5x poison sting DPS, but this is still like 20 magic DPS when you hit creeps. So, I would say it's somewhat of a farming item. You do farm with it somewhat. So from least to greatest effectiveness, something like this probably. They are somewhat ordered. I feel like I might be missing something. I feel like Diffusal kind of farms. Like if the creeps have mana, you actually kind of clear them pretty fast. For how early you can get it in the game. But I'm not gonna include it. It's not really a farming item. It doesn't AoE farm at least. Alright. What else farms? Is that it? Is that all the farming items in Dota 2? That might be. That may be all the farming items in Dota 2. Just these set of things. These are for spell users. These are for right clickers. Blade Mill, does it farm? I don't actually think Blade Mill farms that well. You take damage with it too. Yeah, that's not a good farm. You take damage with it too, which sucks. So I'm not gonna include Blade Mill as a farming item. That just doesn't belong. I do think Helm of the Dominator is a farming item. But like I said, it just doesn't transition into other things. I wonder what the best one is. I think probably Tomato. Tomato's probably the best one. There might be some other ones I'm missing. Two Duke in one. Anything with an AoE like nuke will farm well. I can go into the glossary and look, I can do that. But it farms. And you even get the bounty, don't you? Grants the caster the gold and experience bounty of the dominated creep. Like, look at that. It actually, you press this and you get the gold, and it's like an instant. It's sort of like digging. Like you press it and it deletes a creep. Like these are comparable now, and this doesn't even cost mana. This is way lower cooldown, but this doesn't cost mana. And you just press it and you instant dominate a creep. You get its bounty and its stuff. But if you want like sustained farming and you don't want to just press something every 45 seconds, you need to get like Tomato, I think. Let's go into the glossary. See what there is. I need to look. Let's look at small. There's probably nothing in small that matters. GPM creep doesn't matter. Ooh, venomous and venom weapon though. No, this is not updated. This is not updated. And Venom Weapon is different now. And Venom Weapon has a DPS. Does it even say? Regen reduction. This is wrong. And Venom Weapon does more than this. It gives you like a DPS. Does it not? I need to look. This might actually be an insane farming creep. Holy smokes. Spawn neutral. Let me try to do commands and demo. Spawn neutral and venom. I don't know how you type it. Vul assassin. How I do it. I think you always have to do create hero, right? No? Okay, there was one video that tells you how to do it. Let me just look it up. Walk it up real quick.
Probably the question I get asked the most regular map for
Create hero. It is create hero. Create hero. Vul neutral. I think you have to look up online. Let's look up its official name online. There it is. NPC Dota neutral. Not, yeah, there it is. I got it now. There you go. I gotta make it an enemy so I can dominate it. Whoops. Whoops. There you go. I'm the Dominator on you. I swear one of them applied. I need to make an enemy, or I need to hit an enemy. It applied a DPS. It must have been because I had the upgraded Doom version. Let me look it up online. Yeah, I think yeah, you need the upgraded. It needs upgraded levels. At level 1, it does no DPS. But when you're Doom and you have Devour, you eat this creep and you get. It seems to scale from 2040 to 80. 80 DPS a second from attacking. Wow. And then a ton of health regen reduction. Okay, that would have been an incredible tech. It probably would have been discovered by now if that was the case. By the way, what is its vision range? This is garbage vision range, by the way. Imagine how good this would be if it was doing 20 DPS to all these right now. But it's not. How do you get an upgraded creep? I wonder. Maybe I need Helm of the... I mean, you're paying way too much gold at this point, but let's see. Does it upgrade the creep by 1 level? And levels up some abilities of the target by 1 level. Yeah, there you go. Did he just die? Yeah, okay. Let's try it again. Bruh. Where's my 20 DPS? Oh, there it is. There it is. There's my 20 DPS. I mean, you're paying way too much gold at this point. Like, you could have bought a... You could have actually bought, like, a Radiance by the time you're doing this, but... It's a thing you can, you know, maybe do. What a goofy thing to do. What's his attack range? You can't highlight an ally's attack range, can you? No. I like how his attack range is better than his vision range. How am I able to see this one creep? That's weird. Yeah, my vision is actually lower than attack range. I guess it was coded this way. His vision was coded this way to just for like pulling the sake of pulling camps, I guess. Okay, let's stop using that. Let's go back to the glossary. This is the last farming item that exists, right? Just to make doubly sure. Yeah, there's not really any like farming items in Dota 2 besides that. I guess if you could put Mask of Madness here, but I mean you should just think of Mask of Madness anyways, always, because it's a good item. If you can just go it, you should always go it. All right. What else? Give me the juice. Give me the juice that farms. Yeah, why didn't it tell me the extra levels here that Envenom Weapon has? I feel like it should tell me the extra levels where it actually does start doing damage, but... 3 seconds silence. This does a lot of damage in lane. You press this, and you zap him for a lot of damage in lane. You poke him. It has a very low cooldown. 4-second cooldown, 140 damage zaps. Very powerful. Chen really likes using that. Frost Armor is really good. Ogre Smash is 12 seconds, but it does a lot of damage. Let's see, it does 200 plus their current HP, so it scales a little bit. Does Wolf farm by itself well? I don't think so. I think AoE is king. There's like a little utility damage reduction spell. 30-second cooldown. What the fuck? Isn't this... Wait. Why is it so high? Mana regen. Purge. It's just low damage actually, War Stomp, but it's a good stun. Cloak Aura. Arms of the Deep. The cooldown's too high. Why does the bubble burst, by the way? I don't know what that means when it bursts. Raise Dead. Does Raise Dead farms camps too? Doesn't. It pushes, I know it pushes waves and it hits towers well. But will it like farm creep camps? I think the skeletons will die too easily to the creep camp and then the damage goes away. So I don't actually think this farms camps well, but it does hit towers well when you make sure the skeletons aren't dying and you can stack them up. Okay. This ensnare creep is the best one to catch people with. So this is the best one to kill people with. You get this when you get Ammo the Dominator. Alright, here it is. 150 damage. I have to consider it that it's the level 1 version. 150 damage for 12 seconds. That's actually not the best farmer. What is? I saw something better earlier. What was it? Arms of the Deep. 80 for 16 is not good. What else did I see that was AoE that would... Yeah. Ogre Smash might actually be... Yeah, it's the best farming one, I think. Ogre Smash is the best farming... It's probably the best farmer creep. I realized 200 damage plus 8%. Yeah, that's probably not getting beaten even by Hadouken. Let's find Hadouken. No, actually. Hadouken beats it. 8-second cooldown. You're going to need to give it lots of mana regen, though. It's going to run into mana at some point. The regen ore is really good, though. Like, this is the best farming creep, I think, for sure. I was like thinking maybe Ogre, but no, this is the best. And what about this? No, I want the tornado. Let's see what the tornado does. I don't think the damage is good. It's not just showing me the damage values, but I don't think they're that good. Use our large. I thought these were ancients. These things. No, these are the ones that are like the medium camps. I didn't know, not medium, large. Yeah, these are not ancients. I remember now, though. After it expires, it heals the target for 50% of the absorb amount. Oh, so that's how it works. That's what happens when the bubble pops. And these, you have to buy these with Dominator. What is it called? Helm of the Overlord. You need to buy these with Overlord. You can't get these with Dominator. Weakening Aura. That's something new. I've never seen that before. Slam and Frenzios are not new. Wardrum Aura is not new. Being able to buy MKB for your teammates might be good. Who knows? Yeah, 51% though. It's not 80 like MKB is, but if they don't have that much evasion, maybe it works. The Ice Fire Bomb. I never figured this was really that good. Oh, you can use it on towers though. Huh. Holy shit, wait, you can nuke a tower for 400 damage with this. Oh no, it's only 100. Because they yeah. It has less scaling against buildings. That'd be OP. Right, if it could, yeah. And why is its cooldown so long? It's not worth being 30-second cooldown. CDR Aura. These guys are back in the game. Let's see what they do. Base physical armor by 50. That's like half of an Elder Titan aura, which is a strong aura. Petrify. Parlor Aura. Lifesteal and Health Regen Aura. Alright, this is the Ancient Croakers. That's healing allies in an aura. Okay. So just get like the Prowler. Prowler if you want to farm. Where is it? Prowler is best farmer. Satyr Tormentor, not Prowler. Satyr Tormentor. Satyr, Satyr, I don't know, whatever. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. Those are all the farming items in Dota 2, I'm pretty sure. Unless there's like something that specifically farms waves really good. I guess Manta is a farming item, yeah. Manta is a farming item technically, but like... I'll include it. But you need like Radiance with it, and then it really pops. Otherwise it's It's not really a farming item. You need to have like split shot already if you want to farm. Only Medusa gets to farm with it because those illusions have split shot. Illusions can't have cleave, can they? They're not allowed to have cleave. Like, what if I go Sven? Or the cleave damage is very small. Let me just try to go Manta on Sven here. Let's try it. Yeah, they're not allowed to have cleave abilities. They can't share that from your hero. I guess it would be too OP if they could. Please tell me that guy that guide got saved, by the way. Thank God. I gotta save this. Browse all guides. View. I gotta save. How do I save this? Okay, I think it's saved permanently. I thought it wouldn't be saved permanently. That would have sucked. Alright, back to the demo. Triple checking to make sure I have gotten all the farming items in Dota 2. Just making extra sure. Blade Mill I don't really consider a farming item, so I'm not even going to include that. Mask of Menace I'm not going to include. Deso I'm not gonna include. Deso might be good if you're hitting the creeps really hard, but it's not farming stacks. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's farming stacks because it doesn't have AoE to it. All right, I'm gonna call it there. That's the finished guide for Dota AD. I'll go ahead and like just copy. I'll go ahead and screen cap this or something and get a long screen cap and just like send it out. You know, I can view it when I'm in the a video when I'm in a match. I can look over and go like, oh, here are these items that do this thing stuff. You know. All right, peace out. See y'all later.